Russia struck UK's SAS and French members in a recent strike in Odessa. It's day 880 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Starting from the Avdiivka sector. In the last several days, Russian forces have made significant progress. Overall, they continue to advance along the heights and capture several areas. In our last report, we discussed Novosibirsk, the hottest area on this front at time, where Russians, after a mini breakthrough of the northern flank, were able to enter the village from the north. At that time, Ukrainian forces' situation became extremely critical, as they were about to be divided and encircled. I suggested that Ukraine might withdraw their forces from the eastern part in the coming hours. However, instead of withdrawing from the eastern part, they soon had to withdraw from the entire northern part of the village. It seems like Russian pressure from the north was very high, and they were not able to stop them. So according to the sources, Ukrainian forces withdrew from the northern part, and as a result around 60% of the village is now under Russian control. However, with this withdrawal, Ukraine was able to solve the encirclement issue, but pressure from the Russians is still there. Now much bigger advance came from the north. As you know, Russian forces launched a big push on a wide front a couple of weeks ago, in which they found significant success. In addition, this also had an effect on the Ukrainians in Novosibirsk. And in the last couple of days, Russian forces were able to make big advances. In my previous report, I told you how Russian forces were attacking from several directions, and more importantly reported that they were now storming Zaporizhzhia. In the next 2 days, it was reported they were able to take the settlement under their control. In addition, they were able to make a small advance along the railway track. Now, because of the recent advance near Zaporizhzhia, Ukrainian forces' situation in these open fields has deteriorated, which they were able to hold for several weeks. However, in the next few hours, Ukrainian forces, due to pressure from 3 sides, withdrew from the open area. As a result, this area came under Russian control. Simultaneously, Russian forces moving along the railway tracks were able to reach outskirts of Prorez and took this area under their control. However, it would only take few more hours until entire village came under full Russian control. It seems like Russian mechanized units attacking kept Ukrainians on the back foot and did not allow them to settle. Several Russian sources have pointed out that the Ukrainian units defending these areas are exhausted. Some of them have been fighting non-stop since the Ukrainian counteroffensive last year. Now soon Russian forces started attacking this gap from 2 sides. And within the next few hours, it was confirmed that Ukrainian forces have withdrawn from this area as well. As you can see, Russian forces in the last few days made some significant advances. It is expected that they will keep their momentum and take advantage of the situation. Now the biggest news is coming from the Odessa region. According to the retired Spanish colonel, in the recent Russian strike on Odessa, 18 members of British SAS were KIA, and another 25 were injured. In addition, it is claimed there were also French personnel at the location. However, I remind you, this rumor has not been confirmed. We still don't know the exact date of the strike. Currently, no trusted sources have shared more info regarding this incident. However, Russian sources have many times in the past stated that foreign instructors that specialize in special operations have been training Ukrainian units in Odessa. However, at the moment, we should consider it as a rumor. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.